What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is J-Rob here from Team Energy Golf Clash. Thanks for checking out the Golf Clash library. If it is your guys' first time to the YouTube channel, make sure you guys definitely do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you on board and a part of the Team Energy family. So make sure you guys turn that notification bell on. Check the links down in the description below. You may want to join our Patreon platform over at patreon.com/JRobGC. We've got tour guides, text guides that we're working on, and we do weekly tournament guides as well for pro and expert division. So if that's something you guys might be interested in, make sure you guys check those out. But without further ado, guys, let's jump on into our Golf Clash library hole here today and get it started. Alright, guys, what is up? Welcome to the Golf Clash library. So here we've got hole number 1, par 4 for Chateau Lavande. So we're going to be showing you guys like multiple different ways that we're going to be playing this hole here. But essentially the best option here at really playing this hole is the left-hand side. And we're going to show you guys multiple different wind angles here so we can actually get a really good idea on how to play this hole in various types of winds with different topspin and different clubs, because not everybody has the same clubs out there. So we're going to try to cover a lot of the different options here for you guys as far as your drive option and your second shot option, so you can pick and choose which options are best for you and suit this hole to your style of play so that you can get the best chance to drop your eagle. Now, we're looking to essentially get it as far down there as we possibly can up on that little plateau above the green. That's going to give us the best chance at really, getting the distance that we need to just chip our ball straight down at the pin. Now, if we're using our wedge here, that's going to be like the ideal situation, because we can use essentially just that little bit of side spin to cheat us back in towards the pin depending on where our landing location is. And then what we can do is just use a couple bars of backspin. I believe I used like 2 and like a click, about 2.25 bars of backspin here straight in at the pin, leaving it about, half a square shy. So it has just that little bit of room to roll on the green, after it kind of takes its couple bounces there. And basically hitting that perfect ball is essentially going to be, the biggest challenge. Just hit that perfect ball, make your good adjustment there with plus 10% in elevation, because normally with that 6.1 mile per hour wind, we'd move that around like 6 rings or so, roughly in there with the distance that we had there. But with that plus 10% in elevation, we had to move it that 8 rings there. So definitely keep that in mind as well. So here we got a headwind. So this is going to essentially be for a lot of you guys out there that don't have as much topspin, or, you might need a little bit more topspin because you have a headwind. So you're essentially going to cheat it back just that little bit maybe, and kind of see how much overpower you're really going to have to use, and try to judge the overpower that you need to get it as far down there as you possibly can. But if you're around like 360, 355, 360 yards, you're still going to be like around mid-distance here with your short iron, which is still going to give you a very good opportunity. Now, you could go with about 4 to 5 bars of backspin and kind of replicate the same shot that we did with the wedge, but I found in a lot of different cases you're more than likely going to end up just shy of the pin, and it's gonna pee off every time, because you're gonna be hanging right on the lip, just about to go in, but you won't drop it. So we're gonna use the full backspin to make sure that even if we do over adjust slightly, we still have more room to roll back towards the pin, because with full backspin, it's definitely going to push us back, especially with the elevation. We would roll probably 2 or 3 more squares back further than the pin, but we still have that speed to slow down and actually drop. So that's great, obviously. So that's why I would essentially recommend going with the full backspin approach, because it's going to be a lot better for you, and you will land it a lot more times than not. But if we have a headwind here, guys, we can send it. So what I would recommend doing is just really measuring out your rings, though, because there is that rough patch between each fairway. So you're not really going to want to overpower it. We're going to want to essentially bounce it off of the first fairway here, but like right at the end of the fairway. So if I just put it at max max distance without overpower there, and I shot my ball, it's going to end up in the rough, even though it looks like, I have a whole room for my target there with the elevation that's on our club. See, I moved it back a whole ring, so that's like 2 point, whatever wind miles per hour, and we were still at almost at the very end of that fairway. So just make sure that you calculate your rings out and make sure that you're not going up into overpower and you're hitting the rough, or because that's going to essentially take out the entire advantage that you have of getting the tailwind, because you're just going to clip the rough and end up on the fairway in the same location, or maybe even further back than we normally would bouncing off the fairway. So essentially, full topspin there, 2 bars of right hand side spin, launch it down there, and you should have a nice chip right up and over that rock, straight down and chipping it in the fringe there. So that's going to be the wrap up for the Golf Clash Library hole for Chateau Lavande, hole number 1, par 4. I really hope that the video helped you guys and gave you guys a good idea on how you guys are going to want to tackle this hole here for the Spring Major or Tour play. So thank you guys for being here. Make sure you guys smash that like button on your way out. Click that notification bell. Turn that on so you guys get notified when we do post videos and stuff. But thank you guys for being here. Smash that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.